Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, back with Operation Trout Raging. It's going to be a difficult bug hunt mission to counter the wild hunt. The Lost are here and the Chrysalids are here, nobody else. This is why we're bringing so many Molotovs instead of normal grenades. We still do have a rocket on our combat engineer and grenades on our sapper in case the Chosen show up. In terms of what we're going to see on this mission, not only are we never seeing units that shoot guns and take cover so we don't need normal grenades, but on top of the Lost, we're expecting to see a lot of Frost Chrysalids. At this point in the game, Bug Hunt can only spawn Chrysalid Crawlers and Frost Chrysalids, which means about half the enemies are probably Frost Chrysalids and taking double damage from these Molotovs. And also from our Pioneer. He's here to pad his stats again. Someday we'll have him in a mission where his gun doesn't deal double damage to all the enemies, but it's not today. Let's go clear out an infestation. Objective: squash the bug. Apparently it's a primary Chrysalid, which in this case is just going to be a random Prowler, I guess, but let's go neutralize all enemy targets. Alright, so here's our first pods. The Lost are going to immediately engage with them, and let's get a little bit closer. They should all be running at each other. We should be safe back here. Don't have to worry about them running to us, I would think. Alright, more Lost up top. Hardly care about that. We have Frost Chrysalid Bleeders, Chrysalid Crawlers, and that's it. And it's looking like we have more Frost Chrysalids than Chrysalid Crawlers. Unfortunately, everyone's gonna be too far away to actually, like, see anything this turn. We're just running forward to the best of our ability on everyone, which is not as far as I would like on anyone, it seems. Fiber Giant is a little bit more obvious than most. He can hide out behind this cactus, I guess. I could swing him around on the right, maybe, if there was full cover to get to. But there isn't. I'll put him on this tree. Marionette Owl getting on the cactus. Happy with my previous decision on where to put that character then. Den Mother can't really reload guns on turn 1, but she can still run far forward. And let's watch them duke it out, because this isn't our problem. Good luck, Lost. I think you're at a severe disadvantage. These Molotovs are going to be disgusting. Or do we just let Fiber Giant walk in and roast them all, right? Like, it doesn't matter what we're doing, it's, oh no, they're stacking even harder! Stop! Don't come closer! Oh, they aren't. Well, that's good. It was actually going to be too disgusting if they piled up anymore. That's not a good start, Lost. Oh, nice. They actually killed one. I'm not happy about that. They're stealing my experience. My Discord, not yours. I forgot to turn streamer mode on. Let me fix that real quick. Those Chrysalids took a lot more damage than I was expecting. Now I can immediately just overdrive next to them and roast them all. I am hard-pressed to find a reason I wouldn't do that other than wanting my experience on other soldiers more. I mean, there'll be more Chrysalids later, right? Just do this. I'm not gonna play suboptimally trying really hard to get experience on other people when I know there's gonna be more Chrysalids later. This seems like it just right angles all of them, yeah?
Confirmed.
Oh no, they've seen us. Now the wild animals know that we're here to kill them all. Anyway, if you could initiate the cull, I would appreciate that. This pest problem has gotten out of hand.
Multiple targets neutralized.
Yeah, that's about right. That's what I was expecting to happen, but it's just gross, and it's not Pioneers being overpowered. What class doesn't look disgusting when their AoE abilities are dealing double damage to all the enemies on every mission? We need to stop running into Frost Pods if we ever want to feel like Pioneers aren't just busted.
I'm going.
Anyway, I'll let Marionette Owl run forward. His shot's actually pretty measurable. Instead, I'm just going to Overwatch on him. I don't need cover on anyone, so I'm going to walk forward on Total Halibut and take the chip kill, I think. I can try to kill this Lost in the back, and even if I miss it, die, so I get it back with headshot. Very nice. Glad I noticed what its health was. It's probably dead to bird anyway. Wasn't really necessary, but still. And then with the rest of our actions, we'll just Overwatch. Oh, right, yeah, because despite being a tiny Chrysalid, it does not give you headshot.
I'm trusting you here.
Enemy transport inbounds? For the Chrysalids? I'm a little bit confused by that, but yeah, sure, 12 turns isn't bad. We can easily finish the mission in that time frame. Oh, you managed to pull. Good job. There's no dashers, so they physically can't be a problem for us. I can kill these 3 with 1 Molotov, or at least disable them from hitting us on my Templar. And I can pop up here with my field support officer, giving me close range bonuses for not 100%. That's embarrassing. We got it, though. And I think we can't see the one on the ground. Kind of embarrassing that we can't see the one on the ground. Actually, that loss has a lot of health. We kind of need other people to help with it. I can run and gun to put a shot into it. I can run and gun to throw my own Molotov. That would be better, but I think I'm going to be just out of range. It's not like the shotgun Overwatch is going to be doing anything anyway. I actually am in range for this Molotov, so we'll take it. And then we'll use Gentle Blade to finish off the loss on the bottom instead when we inevitably fail to kill it. That's dead, it's burning. The other one has actually mineral and not burning. Never mind. I was like, how could he not be burning? He's on fire, that's why he's running. And he's not burning because he's dead, so the UI didn't bother to update. Yeah, I'll just walk down next to him and shoot him. If we high roll, great. If not, Gentle Blade can finish it off. That's sort of what I expected to happen. It's fine, though. Gentle Blade, please go farm some focus for us. Then we'll run on back to meet up with the rest of the crew. And I guess we take the Boltcaster Overwatch. I don't know why we wouldn't. Alright, the Chosen's here. I'm very glad I kept the grenades on my Sapper. Because she will, you know, after she kills someone, she'll vanish around a corner into full cover. Honestly, I wish I had built a Battle Scanner just because I have the ability to fall back and use it on this mission very easily. There's no such thing as pressure to move forward.
Just picked up the Chosen Assassin's energy signature. She's moving on the squad's position, Commander.
Oh, whoa! That Frost Crystal is able to blue move attack. It just stabbed twice in one turn. Yeah, I forgot to F1 those guys. We should really figure out what their abilities are, because apparently they matter a lot. Good job, Chrysalid Gang, though. Really cleaned that problem up nicely. Alright, so all of our initial problems are dealt with, but we do need to kill everything that's in front of us still to prepare for the assassin coming. Why are you coming to us? I mean, I guess he did just see what happened to all the other Crystalids, so fair enough.
The elders possess many gifts. Where they see
Now over here on Den Mother, I'm out of range to reload gun.
on my way.
And I think I'm still out of range of the target I want. Actually, I am just in range. I should have counted the tiles. It looks like it's like exactly 10 tile range. Nah, it's an 8 tile range. Maybe 9 counting diagonals, but it looks like an 8 tile range. We're just gonna run forward on Den Mother, see if it pulls anything. Run forward on Halibut, see if it pulls anything. The assassin should still be far enough back that she can't get a flank shot on anyone standing in the open at this turn. Out of range for the shots I would like to take. I mean, how can I argue with that?
As one dies, another is born to take his
Pretty good. Alright, Ricochet, what are you up to? Probably just sprinting forward, if I'm being honest. It's pretty far out of the way. Everyone's just, like, not where we need them to be yet. So yeah, just group up, run forward. I will just go shield bash this loss. I'm at basically no risk, even if I miss, because his damage is so low. He only has a 1 in 4 to deal 1 damage if I miss 1 in 4 times against him. 1 in 16 for a 1 damage wound. How can I ever justify not doing that? Marionette Owl would actually be best up top. To have more eyes for suppression, I feel like. I mean, everyone would be best up top. So let's blue move first with our Templar to see if we're pulling stuff by walking up here. And we are. It's just lost, though. That's not too spooky. So here, I can just stab the one next to me and then momentum move away from it. Oh, that field when lost don't give you focus. That's unfortunate. It's looking like we're not going to be getting up there because of all the loss now. So we're just going to be sprinting forward again.
Got it.
Renegade Coyote. Honestly, just come forward, come far forward. That pulled something. That's terrifying. Oh, it was the end of my turn. I had no actions left. Don't mind me, just losing my mind a little bit. Now the Warlock, or sorry, the Assassin shouldn't be here. They aren't. The Swarm is appearing with the other ones. Or it turns out they're just below the cliff. And never mind, they're both. I was right originally. So yeah, we have a lot of loss to deal with again, but it's really not too much. Oh hey, there she is. Maybe don't hang out in the path of the Lost, friends. Also, thank you, Lost. Really appreciate that.
It's one of the Elders chosen.
So, how's your rocket range for this? Oh, she doesn't have armor. I could have sworn she had like a base point of armor. Having already used my overdrive, the best I can do here is to just get a flamethrower on these dashers with Fiber Giant. I should have checked to see if like there was anything that would cause me to want to go right instead. Probably take a look at where that transport is. Oh, it's on the roof of this building. Well, that's fine then. From here, my Marine can see the Chosen, so I just want him to come suppress her. Nothing else actually matters. Toggle discipline's at 66, which means he'll hold the suppression. Doesn't he have the perk where it no longer matters if he holds it, though? Yeah, she's getting the aim penalty anyway, so I want toggle discipline to be at 33, so I actually do have a shot at her. No, not the Lost. Please shoot the only target that makes any sense.
You will share in my pain.
Now, I would really like to have people meaningfully contributing to this, but it just seems like it's not happening the way I would like it to. The Assault definitely isn't getting as close as I would like, and he's got very limited utility. So I think I'm just going to be shooting the Lost with him. Full lack entirely. That 6 health is a little bit of a problem, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, take this shot instead. That's far more helpful for the team. And we can always high roll super hard against the Howler. It's just, like, it's not actually happening. We all know it's not. Good try, though. Going to reload Phoenix Point's gun so that I can move and shoot on Dead Mother. I'm just not exactly sure where to. If I move here, I only have eyes on 1 Lost. This gives me 2. I think I'm going to move here for the guaranteed kill on the Lost Howler and then another shot at something else. The Assassin's too far away for me to be threatened with this. I do need to keep my Sapper on the other side, though, because he's the one who's going to have to destroy cover if it comes to that. Oh. Well, if your gun's actually empty, then I guess we'll just double move on Den Mother and let you shoot instead. Where's Coyote at? He's all the way out here. I'm gonna climb into this half cover on the high grounds. Over here, we need to finish taking the shots on Halibut. Oh, that's who you're shooting at? I didn't even know they existed, I cared so little. Good job, I guess. I thought you had eyes on someone up top. I'll just be swinging around to the high ground here. That pulled something, oh no. Please don't get in range. They're going for the Lost, and dear God, they're fast. Alright. On Gentle Blade, what are my odds of landing shots at point blank? I'll take the 1%. Honestly, that was probably wrong. No, I think it's 2 to 3. Oh, it's 3 to 4. I'm gonna move here and take the pistol shot. I should have moved before taking the previous pistol shot. That only highlighted 2. It's just not taking into account the breakthrough, I guess, or ally integration, rather.
I will tear you apart.
We're still not getting any focus, but at least we're clearing out the Lost that are closest to us and really threatening us. Although, I should have went for this Dasher. I think the thing I killed was also a Dasher, but I might be wrong about that. Going to move forward up here on Den Mother, which just leaves Ricochet. Honestly, I think a good play on him would be to move forward and Frost Grenade as much as I can. Because we have the Chrysalid Leader and the Crawler and a good pile of Lost. And I think we can also tag the Assassin with it. Like, just tell all of this to stop for a turn. There's still going to be a lot going on, but not nearly as much as would happen without this.
Masters well.
You know what? The reason the Frost Grenade's AoE is bigger now Might be because it doesn't inflict freeze anymore, it inflicts frost. Well, we've made them less mobile. They're not able to sprint at us, so that's good. Look at the frost grenade being balanced. Shit. I'm glad I wasn't relying on that to save lives. That didn't even occur to me that it might do something differently now. I was just sort of thinking to myself, I don't think that AoE's right, but it hardly matters. Oh god. It does not imply freeze anymore. Maybe I barely care about the frost grenade at all. What a change of pace that'll be. Oh wow, that's so sad. Seeing them deal less damage to the chrysalids than the bleed attack does back to them.
There is no place you can
Alright, good. I don't know that the assassin even did anything with the slow and all that. So, do I nerf the range again? I'm definitely gonna nerf the sweet spot bonuses that it currently has. But even then, the nerfs won't really change the outcome of what I'm about to do in terms of accuracy. Oh man. The flamethrower's just been doing such a disgusting amount of work these past few missions. Anyway, I do think it makes more sense to take this grenade first to destroy her cover, increase the hit chance against her, shred the armor on the bleeder. Congratulations, Fiber Giant. Someday you'll have a mission where you have to like shoot people who are in cover and not vulnerable to this weapon. It's just not today. At least we had some misses on that one. Lost are mostly cleared out though. Dear lord. I can move up here, I'll still have eyes on at least one of those chrysalids. Oh hey, the chief chrysalid guy. It's that bleeder. I guess let's accomplish the objective then. Ah, damn shame. My Marinum's gonna slide into full cover and AoE suppress.
Enemy locked down.
And then we'll be able to reload that with our Combat Engineer Dead Mother as soon as it finishes playing. Ah, we aren't gonna be able to do that because we're too far away. How many bullets do you have left? Enough that I should feel bad about that. 1. Maybe check the position of your characters before you do things. Wait. Grapple's going the wrong way. This could get me the mobility I need, though. That could just barely get me in range. And I know I could just do other things. I almost certainly have the range from here. So yeah, I'm just gonna swing over here, throw in the box, and keep on moving. I'm really liking the way field supports feel. I know that, like, they mostly don't do anything and they're just reloading everyone's guns and moving around a lot, but it feels like they're doing a lot, doesn't it?
Okay.
Total Halibut can move forward and take a high ground shot at that loss that's still on top of us. Oh, I forgot about you. I meant this one. I didn't even know that one was there.
I definitely got that one.
Yeah, please fix the other one. He's the real issue. I guess they're equally issues. He's just the issue I'm arbitrarily concerned with. Yeah, sure. Apparently there's a lot more than I realized there were.
Water here.
Reload your gun. You'll be fine. Move up on Phoenix Point, take a shot at something. I think I'm definitely most concerned about the chrysalids. At the same time, though, my shots are pretty bad. I'll try to take out the Frost Bleeder. Failed to kill it, though. I can't stab either of these with my Templar because they'll deal immediate reflect damage to it. But I don't want to kill the Dasher. If I come here, I can fall back onto the top of the roof. That doesn't sound bad. So yeah, get some damage in on Gentle Blade and retreat. How much damage do these guys do? Exclamation mark. Thanks.
I have seen far
Very
greater
informative.
power than that.
The roof is actually not half so safe as I imagined it would be. This is corner cover that can't be flanked, and it's the best you're getting. I regret my decisions now. Both chrysalids are just barely alive, unfortunately. Oh, we do have the AoE suppression, though. Because I did prioritize getting that back online by using cooldowns on Den Mother. Glad to see that's actually doing something. Like, stalling my game out. Got a promotion for it, pretty nice. It's alright, you don't need to save the Dasher's life. Not that he's in any danger because of the suppression. Very good job from Marionette Owl. Mitigating threats, dealing good damage. Nice animation, Assassin. Very good trick shot. Oh, you wanted to just run away. I don't think that's where you wanted to be. Although I am a little bit low on grenades, I do still have the rocket. So just do that. And at this point, it's more a question of who gets the kill than anything else. I think I want it on my Templar, but my Templar doesn't actually deal enough damage right now. She's still in the 5 to 6 range. I think I'll just reload my gun on Fiberjohn and finish this guy off. Don't want to be in range for that bleed effect.
They have served with honor their duty to the elders.
Oh, you know what? I can just run forward and take a shot with my shotgun. The chip damage gets within kill range. I could steal the kill on Assault, but that would be fine. Assaults always do this. Whenever I try to line up a kill on someone else and use an Assault, they always just crit and take the kill on like a 30% shot. It's fine, though. My Templar doesn't really need to level up. That's silly.
At one time, it would
You didn't deserve it, Phoenix Point. Although I guess this promotion's really important for him because it gets him honed edge. Like, way more important than these promotions would have been on my Templar, so it is better on Phoenix Point.
Resistance is here to stay, Commander. Now we just have to find
52 kills, no wounds whatsoever, a much smoother mission this time around. Very little done by Den Mother, but we reloaded guns where it counted. Total Halibut getting a lot of kills and a lot of damage, doing very good work. Ricochet Dance actually doing almost nothing. 21 damage is more than I expected to see for how it felt with these 0% shot accuracies and his Frost Grenade that no longer freezes. I mean, it's called a Frost Grenade, not a Freeze Grenade. It does exactly what it says. I should have seen this coming. Phoenix Point doing pretty solid work. Nothing extraordinary, though, especially for a Lost mission. Renegade Coyote making me regret giving him the one-shot gun. Do we have 2 people with 0% accuracy on this mission? Nice. Anyway, Fiber Giant has the hard counter gun to Lost and Frost units. Stop giving me missions of nothing but that. Marionette Owl did decently. The main thing he did was suppress the Chosen. That's the reason he's on the mission. That's why we always bring Marines. Gentle Blade doing decent work. So yeah, Halibut doing good work, but no one can keep pace with the Pioneer against fire-vulnerable enemies. That's just not a thing that you're supposed to be able to do. Lots of promotions, as we expected, based on how we were determining who went on the mission. A load of Chrysalid and Lost Corpses. The Lost Corpses are only worth $1 each, but that's something. Stop the Wild Hunt. We haven't even seen the delay mission for the Hidden event, so we might not be able to stop that one this time, which is unfortunate. Coming over to Marionette Owl, our first promotion. Ever Vigilance a really cool ability, but very frequently you're not dashing and it's not doing anything. Splinter Armor means you shred more armor if you're using a cannon, or if you're not, it means you shred armor at all, and it's obviously very good, but pin on down's really valuable. First of all, if the target is able to be disoriented, your suppression disorients them. And then if they aren't, it gives them a 33% mobility penalty anyway. So that's really valuable in terms of things like mitigating how crazy a ruler reaction is going to be, right? They can no longer just sprint around the entire map totally unpredictably and force me to waste 30 minutes of my life trying to mitigate the threat. But the big thing this does, that's actually even more important than just like further weakening the enemies you're suppressing, is Disorient breaks mind control. You can now point and click Disorient and break mind control against almost every sectoid in the game, and that's just fantastically valuable. Coming down to Den Mother, who also made Sergeant, our options are once again Ever Vigilant, and for the same reason I wouldn't take it there, I'm not taking it here, but in addition, Den Mother has a gun that deals less damage, because she doesn't have the cannon, she only has assault rifles, and she has a much worse aim progression. That Colonel she'll have 10 less aim, so it's just far worse here than it would be on a Marine. Smokescreen is nice, however, I'm going to be taking Electronic Surveillance. Electronic Surveillance pairs very nicely with upgraded scanners later on to give you a soldier who acts as a good reason to carry battle scanners, which is very valuable for us in particular because we have to deal with the assassin. Likewise, even though Smokescreen is good, it's sort of unnecessary because all my combat engineers are currently running it anyway. So we're going to be picking electronic surveillance. Coming over to total halibut for the same reasons my previous combat engineers, and taking smokescreen yet again. Ricochet Dance also making it to corporal. We're taking blast padding on our corporal sappers. It's just the most generally useful of their defensive abilities. Suppression's just not that good, unfortunately. Like, it's good, but with no additional supporting perks it does very little, and Entrenched is just a less versatile blast padding. Another corporal and Renegade Coyote. We're taking Adrenaline Rush on all of our medics. We just don't really use our medics offensively, we use them as healers. And even though this lets you heal after sprinting with abilities like Emergency Aid, you can just know you're doing that and use Adrenaline Rush for the exact same reason. I see very little reason to ever not take Run and Gun minus on every medic you get. And I think this is our last promotion. Corporal Phoenix Point, he's going to be taking Honed Edge. Having Guaranteed Slash changes the way the soldier works, and next rank, having the ability to move after slashing changes it yet again, and then they get Lightning Reflexes. These first 3 ranks on Assaults just fundamentally make them into so much stronger of a class than they previously were. So my power just flashed and we're back here now. I'm gonna get back to where we were. Things might be slightly different in terms of final stats in the campaign, but it hardly matters. Let's get this over with. Again. This time Phoenix Point isn't getting the kill, but he's already got his promotion, so I guess it hardly matters. Looks like we got the kill to the Templar in the end. Congratulations, Shadowblade, it was fate. Alright, getting back to where I was, I've just done all the other promotions again. My Spark, there are 4 trees: Chemthrower Utility, Immolator Offense, Tanking, and Melee. These bottom 2 trees, in my opinion, are just the strongest trees. There are some individually very powerful abilities in the back end of Immolator. However, the competition they have is just absolutely wild, with stuff like Kinetic Plating for gaining health when enemies miss you and they shoot at you constantly, Ruthless and Assault Servos for more damage, Relentless for, you know, like you run up, punch a dude, kill them, and then flamethrower their friend next to him, which is just incredible. Breakthrough to move after shooting for just so much action economy. And I'm going to be spending most of my points in the tanking and melee tree, even though there is good stuff in the other trees. For this first rank, Fumigate's honestly a pretty weak ability. The ability to remove environmental ailments, which doesn't mean somebody who is poisoned, it means a cloud of poison, is really minor and almost never worth an action. At this point in the game, Incandescence is borderline worthless. If I successfully shoot somebody with the Pioneer, and they live, with the exception of Alien Rulers and Chosen, everyone else is going to die to the second hit, whether it crits or not. So this just has no value to me right now. Blast padding is incredible. Your Pioneer is going to get hit by more explosives than any other soldier, and you just need armor now. If you aren't picking blast padding, your Pioneer is going to be tremendously less durable, so we obviously pick blast padding, which makes it even harder for us to tell if damage is getting dodged or not, because 3 armor is just kind of a lot at this point in the game. Concussive Strike is good. I can't pretend that it isn't. It's just a punch that stuns, and that's actually really, really good. The ability to use a high accuracy stun is something almost nobody has. However, it's competing against staying alive, or taking tremendously less wounds, rather. So I can't not pick blast padding. And there's a bond available between Dance and Phoenix Point. We'll consider taking that later. For now, we're just going straight to make contact here. I think the Hidden Dark event just goes through, which is really unfortunate. But if we can contact this and start the chain afterwards, that would be really helpful.
Our people have survived, Commander, but the ambush by the
great. Honestly, same thing as last campaign. Hi, Warlock, it's nice to meet you. I see you're going by Soul Butcher, it's a pretty metal name. But just like last campaign, you don't really play ambushes, you run away from them. And they're not very dangerous. They're just time-wasting and tedious, so I'm just gonna stop recording and I'll start recording again when I'm done. See you next scene. So I legitimately forgot that you can be attacked on ambushes. Like, you don't start with concealment, that's the civilian disguises that give me concealment on ambushes. So this Feral Trooper just sort of walked into me turn 1, and now this flare is coming down, and I'm not sure this mission's remotely winnable at this point. Like, this might just be Warrior dead. Because there's other enemies on the map. Like, I could run this way and kill this guy. I'll have a tech specialist with a bullpup and a rookie. Like, we're just trying to run through the map and not die at this point. And admittedly, the Frost Trooper can't get eyes on us if we run this way right now. Neither can the incoming pod. But, like, Christ. This is a bad spot. We're gonna run Glass Spectrum first because we love him less, so he's gonna have a less informed position. I honestly think I'm gonna put him in half cover here instead of the full cover back here. Because we're so worried about these guys catching up to us that we don't have time for those additional 6 moves. Alright, so we saw the second one back here and we'd like to avoid pulling them. I can probably do that by taking this full cover and still move further in the direction that I want to go. Alright, what's coming through? We got Trooper, Bio Captain by the look of it? I don't think I have a chance in hell against the Bio Captain. Don't those guys have like 12 health? That's like 30 health in the back of the map already. Yellow Alert Overwatch is going to be real gross in this sort of position. This mission feels like borderline impossible to escape without serious wounds or death. That's a good start though. We need stuff like that to get through. Oh cool, that makes 7 active. And the Yellow Alert Overwatch. Ah Christ, they ran straight for us. Bio General, 18 health, 1 armor, huh? I'm not convinced you should be spawning on missions at all at this point, but definitely not on fucking covert ambushes. I'm taking that off the list. I'm making a note in my to-do modding list to remove these guys from that list. You should not be here. These 2 soldiers versus you in a one-on-one would be guaranteed death, and there's other stuff happening. Now, we can't just sprint straight through them, can we? That's suicide. I can get here and they won't have flanks on me. Glass Spectrum has to go somewhere, though. Well, that sucks for him, because there's nowhere for him to go, really. Half cover here is the only remotely safe place. Otherwise, he's already flanked, and he's the one taking the Overwatch shot. That's guaranteed. Sorry, Glass Spectrum. You're a sacrifice I'm willing to make to keep War Eater alive. Not quite the guaranteed safety first mission he was expecting. Moving further has a chance of pulling more, but I just need to break line of sight with everything over here if I'm going to survive on War Eater. I can't be near this. I can't stay back in half cover or in full cover. I just need to be booking it full speed away if I'm going to survive. Which does mean they're going to have some decently accurate shots here. That's fine. Overwatches against full cover were super likely anyway, making full cover actually not that good. Yeah, don't pretend. You're not Wayward Traveler. You're not living through this turn. We're just probably taking a 3 damage wound at some point. Still no. Very nice.
Incoming fire!
Here comes the Frost Trooper. Oh wow, Glass Spectrum is still alive on this turn. And even though I'm running him aggressively as far as I can, he's not making it to where he needs to be, and this gate is off the map. Good joke. Glass Spectrum, do you feel like dying to run this Overwatch for me? Like, I know you don't want to, but would you mind doing so? Just gonna move to here and hunker to distract. Oh, that doesn't actually pull the Overwatch. I think I still hunker to buy time. I'll be pulling this in half cover. The real threat's what's on the other side of the train, not this Overwatch. It's gonna be a really low shot. 25 actually. I must have pulled it once I was hopping the fence, so I was no longer in the low cover relative to him. Nothing new yet. If I get on top of the train, I might break line of sight with this side, but I might just pull something on the other side. It's in fog of war, so I can't really tell, but I'm pretty sure this is corner cover, full cover. I think we pulled something, because the game is hanging here. No, we haven't. That's actually very surprising. I'm just gonna pull around this corner. Those soldiers are gonna run forward and see me and kill them if I do. Like, I know hunkering results in Glass Spectrum dying, but I feel like it might buy more time to run the corner. It means these soldiers, instead of running this way and overwatching or sprinting that way, would be killing Glass Spectrum. So yeah, I'm sure Glass Spectrum doesn't like that my plan is to make the enemy kill him instead of do something else. But sorry, man. War Eaters on the A team, I've already stacked like 10 hack on them. You need to be sacrificed for them.
They're flanking my position!
I don't see Glass Spectrum making it out alive. He is doing his damnedest to live, though. Oh, wow, you're still up. There's like no way I ever try to help, yeah? I'm just running out on War Eater, that's the plan. 2 turns left on that. God, I wish there was a way to try to get Spectrum out, but he just seems so fucked. There's like only one path on this side of the map. The next one is literally right here in Fog of War. It's so mean. I can't quite get to the corner cover, full cover here, and chuck a grenade. I could fall back to the top of this. Maybe here instead. How far does my grenade go from here? I can move to this corner cover and throw a grenade at the wall so that Spectrum can run through. I just feel like maybe I can get Glass Spectrum out alive, or maybe I need him as a distraction. How much mobility does he have? How far past this would I even get? Based on this, I think I might just barely get into the train. I could get into the vending machine. Or into this half cover. I'm gonna try to keep War Eater alive, and even if he dies, I'm still trying to keep a distraction alive for safety on the next turns. I can definitely see this being wrong, but it actually feels like there is a lot of merit to this. It's highlighting part of the wall in red. I'm going to believe that's actually blowing the wall open. If it's not, I'm very upset. Alright, we can do it. We can get in. We can take the full cover here to be a little bit more safe, but then we run into the same problem next turn. Actually, we could be flanked from the left side, but they're so far back, I'm not even sure it's a real risk. It's definitely a real risk. They would just blue move. Actually, no, I don't think it is. It is half cover on an injured soldier, so they might just be dead. But I mean, they can't afford to be an entire blue move back, right? This gives Glass Spectrum a chance of surviving to the next turn and giving me the safety that I so desperately want. He's dead. Don't lie to me. Don't get my hopes up. That's a dash. Let's see it. Kill him. Oh, God. You just have to make it dramatic, don't you? I can pull the Overwatch on War Eater first instead. Which, yeah, puts her in more danger, but it keeps Spectrum alive to draw fire if the shot does land. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Now things are super sketchy. And I saw that flash. I know there's someone right there. Where do I go then if I know they're right there? That's guaranteed to pull no matter what I do. I think I just found a way to kill War Eater, unfortunately. Is this a solid wall? I know this way is death. Even though there could just be enemies over here to catch me, I'm jumping into the aqueduct. Alright, we knew we were pulling you. That was just guaranteed. What else? Nothing else. Alright, I'm doing my best to keep you alive, Glass Spectrum. You'd better fucking appreciate this. I did not realize how much I was endangering War Eater there. He's still just dead. I shouldn't have tried to keep him alive. There's so many 40% half-cover shots against him. The fact he's alive right now is a miracle. This was a huge mistake. Good. He deserves to be dead.
We've only got one more operative.
However, please don't land the next one.
Get him out of there.
Alright, that was a sprint. War Eater's alive. And they don't have to live with the guilt of knowing they left Glass Spectrum to die. They did everything in their power and took a serious wound trying to get him out. But I mean, Jesus Christ, we needed those covert disguises. I forgot that you just didn't have concealment on these missions until you equipped this. They're kind of important.
As many as we could.
Fair. I think fair is a really good description of that mission, actually. Well, I guess we need to memorialize this random dude we just met. I'm not feeling that one. I liked what it was going for, but I've needed to make some modifications. I like how stoic it is when it's in grayscale with him staring off into the distance. Better luck next time, Glass Spectrum. Sorry you had to go out like that. Anyway, War Eater has more hacking and got a promotion. Now they have low profile. And the better news half of this segment. So, what was that for? Is it just for more hacking? Is that what that man had to die for? What were we doing it for? Tracer rounds. That's not nothing. But yeah, it was mostly for 5 hacking. Sorry about that, Glass Spectrum. Back to making contact, and we've immediately cleared some debris. Let's go check it out.
For our next construction effort.
Right, that's the middle one. We want to start the workshop. It's going to cost us a lot of money. We're going to staff it to get it built in twice the time, which is still 20 days. It wouldn't be terrible to go to Skirmisher HQ to speed it up, but we need to make contact more, so for now, we're just doing it at 20 days. And we're going to keep on making contact, clear the next debris, go have a look. And there's nothing we can build except a power relay at this point. The power relay is going to need to be adjacent to the workshop, though, so we're going to get started clearing out on the next location. Which is, you know, slow going. At this point, what does our actual time frame look like on this workshop, getting this done and getting us a power relay? Because we did this last campaign and it took absolutely forever. And 52 days, the power relay will finish. But we can scan at Skirmisher HQ to speed that up substantially. And we only need the power relay to finish when we actually do research, which is in 32 days. So if we spend most of our free time at Skirmisher HQ, it lines up in time to start psionics on schedule, which probably won't happen. But what's the alternative? Just build like a shitty power relay temporarily? That's not a bad alternative. Doing that would let us throw down like a resistance ring. How much money does it take to build a power relay? It's only 100 supplies. Honestly, yeah, build a shitty temporary power relay. That'll help us out a lot until we get the new permanent one up. This is really weird. I feel like it's optimal. I did this by accident in my last campaign, but having like planned it out and thinking really hard this time, I feel like maybe one of the better ways to do your infrastructure in Covert Infiltration, at least when supplies are not a huge obstacle like they are with 8-man campaigns. You just like build a temporary power relay to get over the opening limitations on power caused by living space. It definitely feels very next level, even though it might just be completely wrong. But yeah, I'm fine with spending supplies on doing that. And with all my engineers back on duty, we're going to keep making contact down here. We're always happy to see people recovering from their wounds. New covert action. Rescue scientist, it's just an op for now, but it will lead to an infiltration mission. Fool's Idol is still out for 6 days, so she's not getting this dodge +5. I should have sent my sergeants out on missions. I'll do that now as well. So something I've been thinking about is that I might actually change my mindset at some point during the campaign about what the best way to play a combat engineer is. I tend to view suppression as one of many Swiss Army knife tools they have that I don't very frequently find use in. However, like Marines, they do have access to pin them down, and if they roll the perk, they get covering fire as well, giving them the 3 core abilities you need for suppression to actually be good. And they can use the cannon. I just always take the shotgun on them because it has a lot of upsides compared to a cannon. But Total Halibut, out of all of my other combat engineers, has covering fire, sustained fire, which you would want if you were building to use suppression much more often with a cannon, and then javelin rockets with bunker buster, which gives him very good long-range rockets that synergize with the fact he's going to be further back. If there is a different way to build the combat engineer that might be better, it would be the way Total Halibut has his perks set up. So since I can't use Fool's Idol for another 6 days, I'll be stacking the dodge on him. And he might be an A-team combat engineer, it's just not clear yet. And before I go on this mission, I'm going to build some civilian disguises because we've unlocked them now. And I'm just going to build 10 of them for the time being. We might actually need more than that over the course of the campaign, but we'll definitely need 10. These give you infiltration hours -6, and they give you Phantom. I don't know why it doesn't say infiltration hours -6. 8 days, 5 hours. That was an interesting disguise. 7 days, 23 hours. Your disguise is mostly good, Night Fright. It's mostly good. I think they might notice something that's a little bit wrong with it, though. I don't know where you got this, but take it off. You put on the super inconspicuous baseball cap. That's a way better idea. And then again, civilian disguise is here. Everyone's just wearing the funky chrysalid mask. No, take it off. Put on something that's less conspicuous. Why would Advent think that's okay? In terms of what class promote Night Fright to before he goes on the mission, we're the lowest on a field medics and marksmen. And I'll take... I don't really want either of those going on missions at Squatty, to be totally honest. But regardless, I'm going to be giving him the Vector Rifle. The stuff on this does have infiltration numbers that actually matters. You can see infiltration hours 2 on the Sniper Rifle versus none on the Vector, so it speeds us up a little bit. And please get back in your disguise, sir. And 7 days, 17 hours from now, they'll be back, and we'll have an infiltration mission to start. Good luck. And we need to get started on all of this other shit, because it turns out we have sergeants and I've just been letting them lie around the base for no reason. Number 1 priority, go get a new skirmisher. We need to be testing that class, health +1. Any A-team member it's good to put on. Well, sadly it's going on Perfect Tragedy and there's no alternative. He's just the only person available. Again, we're gonna promote a rookie, this time to field medic. It's gonna be somebody from that mission a while ago because they're already in the thumbnail. Hey, Brilliant Pegasus, you wanna look crazy and be a doctor? Congratulations, you get to be a field medic and you also get to have a wild green outfit. Looking very Minecraft creeper over here now. Every time with you guys, stop putting those on. Who got the funky chrysalid party helmets? Every single time. Oh. This is a problem with the Hive and unrestricted tech helmets. Surely, do I just like not have them set to 0? Surely they have a slider that I set to 0 like every other mod, don't they? Every single one of my sliders is set to 0. So evidently the Hive just doesn't have a slider and everyone defaults to that hack. Wonderful. That's almost a reason to turn off no tech restricted helmets, I'm gonna be honest. I can dig this, just... They'll never know it's you if you carry all of these glasses. They'll just be too confused to figure out you're part of XCOM. Anyway, civilian disguises, get out, go do the mission, get us a new skirmisher. You know, I really hope a sergeant gets on deck soon. How much time do we have till the end of the month? 12 days, we're good, we're fine. We'll have a sergeant for it. Let's finish making contact.
Our actions have succeeded.
Oh right, yeah, we're hatching another spark, hell yes. Good job, team, I completely forgot about this. So this advances the chain, next step is actually just wait, so continue on as we were. Finally made contact with somewhere new. How's it going in South Africa, guys?
Commander, we've established contact with...
You know, they've got a black site and $68 to spare. Could be better, could be worse.
We should make sure.
We don't really care about West Africa at all. For our next contact, we want to go to New Chile, but we are out of intel at the minute, which is really unfortunate. I think from here, I just want to scan at Skirmisher HQ more than anything else. Essentially, every second I spend scanning here gets the workshop done faster and gives me more engineer time.
Some casualties during...
Alright, we have a new faction hero, we've got the Reapers, that gives us new covert actions as well. Screaming Raven, no longer a rookie. Let's see our new Reaper.
We may have chosen a different means of resistance.
You're looking pretty basic, my dude. Are you even one of mine? I think you're a default Reaper who's not following the program. Neil, you're a disgrace. This is probably another side effect of me not having everyone loaded at the start. Let me figure out where a Reaper is and load them in. Alright, say hello to our new Reaper, Midnight Emperor. Welcome to the crew. You're looking much sillier than the old guy. Glad you're on board with us now. He is only a squatty, unfortunately, and I should talk about his abilities briefly. No longer is Reaper detection just sort of random. Every turn you're in stealth, you gain a stack of shadow. Every turn you hunker while in stealth, you gain an additional stack of shadow. And for every stack of shadow, your crit chance is increased by 5% and your detection radius is decreased by 10%. And rather than just being broken from concealment while you're in shadow, Silent Killer consumes shadow stacks instead. Silent Killer is this perk. When you kill somebody with your rifle, that consumes 2 shadow stacks. With your secondary weapon, it consumes 1. If you don't have the shadow stacks to pay for this, then you get revealed. There's no random chance anymore. Coming back to the scaling ability, you start with 1 Shadow Stack, going up to 3 as you rank up. Normally it has a max of 4, going up to 6 as you rank up. And they start with an ambush ability that allows them to toggle ambushing with Overwatch while they're concealed, which is very, very handy. Fade lets you go back into concealment if no enemies can see you at the start of your turn, which is very, very handy. And later on, there's an ability called Vanish that changes it to be the end of your turn rather than the start of your turn, which gives you much more control over it. And there's the ambush ability we talked about previously. That'll be all for Reapers. Let's check out the new covert ops the Reapers had. Recon Off-Site Facility. We've never even met Mach-X, but they are in the campaign and we can get working on them. Apparently we have a sergeant to spare now. So let's go to that instead. We're gonna stop the Avatar project. That's priority number 1. It's a Jaded Rabbit. Get out there. That's your job now. Sorry. And again, I'll be sending a rookie promoted to a class that was on that one disastrous mission, just for the sake of getting the thumbnail cleaner. So welcome aboard, Moon Unit. We're up to 3 on everything, 4 on Sappers. He can be anything. I'm making him a field support, because he's already a field support. Look at him. And I also don't really want to be bringing super low-level field supports on missions that much. So, yeah, that's the less flattering reason to send him every time. I really hope I've been looking at this and there wasn't soldier capture, which is why I don't remember it, because we do have to invest to stop soldier capture anytime that shows up. It's just not worth taking the risk ever. Soldier wounded, ambush, ambush. Okay, we're good. Now, unfortunately, that means we can't recon the off-site facility or hunt the Chosen. All of our sergeants are busy this month. Promotions is never a bad thing. It lets you skip a lot of experience. I think I want to save this until I get one of my sergeants back, somebody who's at like a really low amount of experience for a sergeant, and send them straight on this. Mobility +1 is Manic Tragedy available, and if not, how far away is she? Manic Tragedy is available, she's going on this mission. And Communist Exile is finally out of retirement. We can promote this guy to a new class. He wants to be a sapper, but we already have 4 sappers. We need to fill out the rest of these characters. I almost want to make him a sapper just because colors. I'm stupid enough to do that. I don't want to make him not red. Congratulations, you're a sapper. Also, congratulations, you found the chrysalid helmet bin. Alright, minor risk of soldier wound, disguise is on, good luck reactivating the factory and getting, you know, basic garbage. We're really here for mobility +1. Exhaustive training really is something I want to wait till the last second to do and send somebody who's right at the edge of sergeant to go straight to lieutenant. And we don't have the intelligence. We could start scanning for intel at Reapers, but that's like so slow and inefficient. Realistically, we're gonna go contact this place the moment we get enough intel from missions, and Reapers won't really change that. But we can just stick around here. There's our final part of Spark Heist. What's the reward? Oh no, it's mobility +1 again, shit. It expires in 2 days, 3 hours, so it can never go on Manic Tragedy. Who do we think mobility is best on in our A-team, or is anyone in the A-team even available is a good question. I'm gonna pick my highest will recruit that's lying around and promote them to Marine. Which is gonna be Erratic Aardvark at 46. Because Marines get more value on mobility because they need the mobility more because the cannon cripples them. I did not know the ridiculous cutoff shorts and boots were there. That's really funny. Anyway, congratulations, you are now a Marine, which means you need a color change. We need to send a corporal to lead the mission. And who do I love the least? Lunar Miracle. You are a dedicated covert ops soldier until the infirmary fixes you. Well, that's just kind of terrifying, isn't it? Yeah, I'll give you the ridiculous headband. You're super inconspicuous. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. With your glowing eyes and your purple assault rifle. Anyway, they're in disguises, they're kitted out. With disguises, I'm not afraid of an ambush, unlike that other team. When you have lower detection radius as an individual concealment as opposed to standing in the open, you can just sort of leave. Also, reminder to myself, I really need to change those encounter list and take the general off of covert ops, dear God. And we'll get another spark for this, hot damn. I was not expecting to have my second spark this early. Although it's only a little bit early, we're at force level 4. When we hit force level 5, we'll start getting mechs so we can make the second spark normally anyway, so it's only a little bit advanced. Anyway, we continue to scan to speed up everything inside the base. My fault, not yours, and I've got a gas grenade. More importantly, I have to go tell them to do something else with their time now.
Got the schematics.
Again, it's not the acid grenade, so I'm gonna keep rolling dice on experimental grenades. The acid grenade's the one I really care about. If it takes another 15 days to get the incendiary grenade first, I'll just grind through and it's fine. And we keep scanning at Skirmisher HQ, nothing left to do. We have a lot ready because we didn't get that second set of missions. View retaliation site, there we go. There we go, Mach-X finally showing up, and we have resistance contact surrounds. I have been told in the comments how to tell the resistance contacts apart. It's going to be the little EKG monitor underneath the civilians. And also, in that previous mission type, you could tell them apart because you couldn't rescue civilians, you just had to save them. Before I go on this mission, I'm going to send Fool's Idol out on that Covert op, because it turns out she's ready. It was this one for improving combat intelligence, but really for plus 10 dodge. We won't be negating the soldier wound, that is nowhere near worth a scientist. But we will be taking off their funky hats, once we build them a funky hat to put on, I guess. I knew we were going to need all 10 suits of that stuff. And it's going to be just her for this one, good luck. And on War Eater's end for his hack stacking mission, they're out for 7 more days. And we have 6 days left in the supply drop. I absolutely have to go scan at Templar HQ just to get that out. It's going to be real close, but it's worth doing. Alright, next up we've got Operation Famine Crash. That really sounds like one of my code names. I enjoy how similar they are. Gonna be a very difficult terror defense. We've got resistance contacts and Mach-X in the region. Our team is going to be Templar, Reaper, Pioneer, and then for our normal biological units we have a Marine, a field support, a field medic, a tech specialist, and a combat engineer. We're missing sappers, we're missing a marksman, and we're missing assaults. Speaking of though, you appear to have the wrong color gun. Who do you think you are, an assault? Now that Dark Horse has relinquished their nacho cheese shotgun, I think we should be good. But for now, we're done. I've been Rather Coherent, that's my phone again, I'm hoping it's not too bothersome for y'all. And I hope you're enjoying the series. I'll see you in the next one.